Huge West End rivals collide in multiple sports, battling for bragging rights and much more. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. Well, as high school sports get ever so close to the playoffs, Godwin and Deep Run are at or near the top in nearly all cases, and that includes baseball. Godwin came into a Friday night matchup with the Wildcats, winners of their last 9 games. In fact, they hadn't lost since April 12th. And of course, that was to Deep Run. To the winner would go the spoils, the inside track for the #1 seed. Always fun when these two get together. Spencer Rife on the mound for the Godwin Eagles, top of the first. That ball's a gapper. Eli Weezer knows just what to do with that. Wildcats in business, looking to complete the regular season sweep, that is. It's an RBI single. And make that a double, moving to second, flexing his muscles. Number 6, Tyler Brott, 1-0 after 1. Second inning, same score. Wildcats in business again with the bats. They got 2 runners on. It would lead to this. Runners at first and second. The perfect bunt. Nobody does it better. Nobody. Scott Sweeney. Base is now full of Wildcats, and they would cash in. Line drive, base hit between short and third. Brooks Maisie drives in 1. The relay throw gets the trail runner at home. So Wildcats have to settle for just 1 run. Really, all things being said, could have been much worse for Godwin. They escaped just down 2-0, and then their bats got going. You knew it was only a matter of time. With this kind of winning streak and the patience at the plate, Godwin would get runners on. Bryce Safarwich has been hot lately. He gets a single. First and second, later, ground ball, 2 outs. This play changed everything. All he had to do was tag third base, or the runner instead throws a second errantly. 2 runs come across the score on the error, and the Eagles knot things up at 2. They weren't finished, however, gets a strikeout looking right there, and that was not on the pitcher. Again, the error leading to the 2 runs. Very next inning, though, same score. It is tied at 2, not anymore. Mark Bousson with a runner on, drives home 2. It's a 2 RBI double for Bousson and Godwin. The Eagles starting to soar. All of a sudden in front. Then, same inning, runner on third. What do? Do your job. Sacrifice fly. It's exactly what Josh Trenadu does. He drives home. Bousson, Eagles still batting. They can bunt it as well. Well done. You got to eat that. If you can't make the throw, it's Aaron. 1 run scores. The other one stays at third, and it is a crooked number in the 4th. This one, off from his knees to first. That is going away. Another run comes home to score. Deep Run. Not a team that makes a lot of errors. On this day, they made, 2 or 3 too many. The double steal in order. Run comes around to score. Aaron throw again. It's 8-2, a 6 spot in the 4th. That's all that Godwin would need. Deep Run. Too good not to come back, right? RBI and a base hit. As number 3 comes across scoring Brooks Maisie, it's now 8-3. But the Wildcats could not quiet the bats. That is the boomstick. High and deep to left. That ball will see ya next time. A solo home run for Liam Deegan. Eagles extend their lead 9-3 at this point. And then in the 7th, strike him out, sit him down. Josh Trenadu takes care of business. Godwin's won 10 straight, and they beat Deep Run 10-5. Meanwhile, both Deep Run and Godwin each had the opportunity to all but lock up the top seed in guys soccer. Now, the Eagles already had beaten the Wildcats at home earlier in the year, and Deep Run would love nothing more than to even the score in a high-flying affair. So first place on the line. This video brought to you courtesy of CBS 6 WTVR. Check this out. This could be play of the year. The bicycle kick. Jin Kim. He shoots. He scores. Are you kidding me? I've seen guys at every level of soccer not pull that off. And I've seen it tried many times in high school and them not pull it off. Jin Kim does it. Godwin has a lead. But you want to see a man/animal? A manimal! His name is Josh Kirkland. He shoots, he scores. Wildcats with the answer. And you hadn't heard the last to Kirkland. It's the Josh Kirkland show. It has been all season for Deep Run. Look at him go through defenders. He shoots, he scores again. Wildcats up 2-1. And the first half was absolutely action-packed. 5 goals in all. And let's just say, yeah, the keepers, they were busy. Big stop right there by Deep Run. Nice job by the keeper, number 22 on the stop. Godwin likewise on the other end. Wildcats with another advantage. He goes long and stops that one. Jin Kim scores twice. Josh Kirkland scores twice for Deep Run, but check this out. Pretty, oh so pretty. He shoots, he scores. Gavin Fortner would give Deep Run a 3-1 advantage. And Fortner and the Wildcats and Kirkland almost certainly nail down the top spot come playoff time. Got a feeling these two will meet again, don't you? Wildcats win this one 4-2 is your final. Well, it was a cold day for tennis. Tennis already in the playoffs, and yes, it's Deep Run again. Emmy Levinson of Douglas Freeman, the number 1, taking on Olivia Wright, number 1 for Deep Run. I apologize in advance. Some of these shots are a little wackadoodle that I've got here for highlights because great shot by Levinson for Freeman. The tennis official told me I couldn't be on the court, so I had to stand with the gate open on this one for court number 1. Another point for Levinson. She played really well. Won the first set against Olivia Wright by a score of 6-1. That one's short, though. And Wright would come back, would be tied 3-3 in the second set. As you watch Wright on the serve. Her serve's absolutely killer, and as I normally say, Olivia Wright, she couldn't do too much wrong. Sophomore and senior Levinson, well, they would not finish. Why, you ask? Well, you'll find out in just a few as we watch this rally. That looks like a winner chicken dinner, and then that one is right there down the line, the other side. 3-3 again. DNF did not finish. Why? Let's go to the number 2s. I'll show you why. I can't see where that's coming from. It's Audrey Butterworth. She's going to knock that one down, taking on Bryn House. And Butterworth, one of the senior-laden members of this Wildcat team. She's seen multiple championships, state championships. And Butterworth knows what to do. Gonna get the finish and the score and the point right there. All Audrey Butterworth in this one as she connects again on the serve in the front court. That is aces. She wins 6-1, 6-0 over House to the number 3s. Brooke Knatzer in the front court. Again, I got the fence in my way, but plays so good, you can hardly tell, right? That cannot be returned, doesn't get over. Point Knatzer. Brooke, another member of the senior-laden squad. Brooke again on the serve as the sun pokes through the clouds. A little overcast, back and forth, partly cloudy. Finish down the line, good. It was all Knatzer in this one at number 3. Knatzer again on the serve. I will say this, Cindy G, her opponent in the far court, did make her work for it, but Knatzer had all of the answers as Brooke going to get the win at number 3 and straight set 6-0, 6-0. She is your winner. Meanwhile, number 4s, another senior, Jessica Wen, front court, taking on Freeman's Isabel Hevron. Hevron cannot get to that. Wen with the winner. Wen ends up in a good battle with Hevron. She went 6-4, 6-3. So the number 1s, DNF, did not finish because Deep Run won at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and they move on and get the 5-zip victory.
Deep Run advances to face Godwin in the girls' bracket with each punching their ticket to states, while on the guys' side, you guessed it, both Deep Run and Godwin advance to the regional championship as well. Well, it's back to baseball when we come back. 2 rivals clash at Henrico as the Warriors look to walk off the Springers. Plus, Glen Allen puts their unbeaten ladies soccer streak on the line against Freeman. Highlights are straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Sportswire. You know, sometimes it's just not your year. Henrico, 0 wins on the year in their last game of the season against rival Highland Springs. First inning, what a play defensively. Doesn't look like they hadn't won a game. They get the double play, the out made in the outfield, and then they pick off the runner who's off of first. Later, Henrico trying to get it going. They have a runner on third. It's an RBI ground out. Warriors take the lead. 1-0 against Highland Springs. Still batting. Still in the second. That dog will hunt. It's a base hit and an RBI single. It's a 2-0 lead for Henrico. Earlier in the year, they lost 5-1 to Highland Springs on the road. Springers would get their bats back and going. Lumbering into third base, number 36, Dustin Beggs. He says, I beg to differ on this 2-0 disadvantage. We're going to come right back, and they would. Trayvon Wilkerson was the one who delivered the single. And they get the RBI ground out right there, so that makes it a 2-1 ball game as Beggs comes around to score. And still not done are the Springers. Uncle Charlie, the curveball, watch out! Pitcher, he'd be okay. It goes off his shoulder, but a run does come in the form of Wilkerson. And Highland Springs, off the base hit by Chase Cheatham, in business. Another Uncle Charlie curveball, that one right down the middle of the plate. He got all of it. 1 run scores. Here comes another. He'll score. Still rounding the bases is number 7, who runs into the third baseman. They call interference. So for Davon Smith, hey man, I don't know how they scored at home, but in this world and universe, it's a round tripper. An inside the park home run, unless there's an error. 5-2. Highland Springs looking well on their way in the 4th. You know what? Warriors did not quit. Runner on third, ball gets away. Henrico scores a run. It's a 2-run ball game. Keeping it close, giving them a chance. Then Beggs comes in. That's a base hit with a runner on second. He's going to hold up at third. Karan Wallace stays at third, while number 7, Trevor Green with the hit. And then some wildness ensues. That ball inside, hit by a pitch, run comes around to score because the bases are loaded. Now it's 5-4 in the 6th. We go top 7. Highland Springs, doing what Highland Springs does. Base hit down the left field line. They get one of those runs back. Now it's a 6-4 ball game as number 10 comes in to score. Damari Kendall. Beggs back on the mound in the 7th. Ooh, that ball looked close. Where was it? I guess it was down. They call ball 4. Now 2 runners on. That's low for ball 4. That's going to load the bases. It would lead to this. 7th inning, down 2. Hit by a pitch. That ball's too far inside. Obviously, he didn't do it on purpose. He doesn't want to give up the run, but run comes around to score anyway. And Henrico just down 1. Another hit by pitch. Here comes another run to score. Now we're tied at 6. And it's set up for this. Trevor Green could be the man of the hour. Hit to deep center. And it lands in front of the center fielder. Runner comes around to score. Trevor Green is your hero. And as David Bowie would say in the great movie Zoolander, it's a walk-off. Walk-off shot for Trevor Green, and Henrico wins her first game of the year, 7-6.
And with that, let's go up-tempo. Another track meet, another record, or records that is, for Godwin star Britton Wilson. The future Tennessee Volunteer scored major marks at the Highland Springs Invitational. She won the 400 meters with a blistering time of 52.06 seconds. That's the fastest time for a high school runner in the country and the Virginia state record. The senior also won the 300 hurdles in 40.78 seconds. That is also the fastest time in the country so far and second all-time in Virginia. Back to baseball, where Tucker rallied for a big 15-11-5 victory over Freeman. With the game tied at 4, the Tigers tallied 7 runs in the 7th inning. Traylor Duvall knocked in 4 RBIs, while Cole Chaban was 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. The Henrico guys soccer team scored a victory against rival Highland Springs. A second-half goal was the difference in a 2-1 win. La Lar and Andrew Jordan each scored in the match.
Glen Allen upped their record to 14-1 in softball after a 14-0 win over Hermitage. The Jags pounded out 20 hits, while Emerson Aiken allowed no hits in a 5-inning game. Deep Run Ladies Soccer improved to 13-1 after getting past Godwin 5-zip. Sydney Schreiner lit up the net with 4 goals in the win. First place will go down to the Wildcats' final match. And you know, the other team in the mix to take first place as the playoffs start, Glen Allen Jaguars taking on Freeman. That penalty shot just went wide. Glen Allen and Freeman met earlier in the year. It was a 1 blemish on the Jags record, a 0-0 tie. This time will be different, right? Sure. Here's a shot on net. What a save! The keepers for taking care of business. 2 of the greatest scorers in the 804, and especially in the Colonial District, on the same pitch, but it was the defenses that seemed to rue the day. Later first half action. Chance for Douglas Freeman, but the keeper says, no, I'm going to get aggressive and take care of that myself. Gabriel Cook does a nice job in net. Lauren Bruns, always worry about her. This time she's going to pass it instead of shoot it. It finds the foot of a teammate, Ava Lohman, but it just goes wide, and that chance goes wide and awry. More Douglas Freeman, still first half. This time, Glen Allen gets called for the foul, so a free kick in a dangerous position, just about 16, 17 yards out. Really, they mark it at the 15. Bruns takes it, skies it though, off the crossbar. Would have been good for 3 in football, just misses on that one. More Douglas Freeman, more chances. This time, gonna work it in and just goes wide. Bruns defended well. She had a shot on goal on that one, though. That is no good. Freeman still on the offensive attack. Look at the defenders. But somehow, Bruns has it, passes it off and off the post. No! Oh, what a chance for the Rebels. And my goodness, Gabriel Cook's like, man, I need to get some help here. It's 0-0 at the half. This time, switch sides. Glen Allen would be the aggressor in the second. That shot on net, not enough mustard on it. Corralled by the keeper for the Lady Rebels. They did their job defensively and in net as well. Rebels with a chance late, and nice little curve on the ball, but got too much of the net. Keeper is there for the save. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. Still no score in this one. We would go to extra time. Rebels looking, firing, oh, just goes wide and high. My goodness, what a chance. But too much air underneath that one. Then, late in this one, is somebody going to get on the scoreboard and win this one? Glen Allen with a chance. Glen Allen looking, Glen Allen firing. Save. This game goes as a draw. 0-0. Your final will come down to Deep Run and Glen Allen in the top spot. It's back to the diamond at Mills Godwin when we return. The Eagles look to soar past Freeman, how their bats stayed hot in this one. Plus, Glen Allen looks for a late victory at Hermitage and guys soccer. That and more, straight ahead.
This can't be happening.
This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Well, I said it was a big week for Godwin baseball. Why? Because they took on Freeman and Deep Run. They're 2 arch rivals in consecutive days. Thursday, Friday matchup. This was Thursday. We go back in time. Just like the Deep Run matchup, Freeman looked poised to score first. Runner on third, and then Mr. Andrew Bland takes the walk. That would set it up for this. They try to double steal and steal home. Godwin says, you can't fool me on that one. They get the out. And the Eagles survive. Bottom one, Godwin gets their hitting shoes on again. Base hit for Noah Behringer. Couple runners on for the Eagles. It would pay dividends. Alec Erickson on the mound, and then that ball is scalded. That's a base hit. That doggo hunt. 1 run comes around to score. Bryce Safferwich driving home the RBI. Eagles
up 1-0. There'd be more where that came from. Ground ball through the hole. That time, Matthew Richmond. He drives home to himself. This whole lineup really feeling it. They're hitting shoes on. It's a 2 RBI base hit for the catcher, Richmond. Come out because he can pinch run for your catcher in high school, not lose him the rest of the game. 3-0 the score. Back to the mound, number 15, Sam Landis, and that ball is launched, but all the way to the wall. It gets past Mark Bousson, and Freeman Rebels are like, let's go! And they would go. Rebels. Alexson trying to help his own cause. That's going to work for RBI ground out as Simpson scores. He was the one who delivered the double, Liam Simpson, and Freeman on the board. So, Rebels get one, but then it could have been bigger. Landis shuts it down. So still a 3-1 two-run advantage. There'll be more hits where that came from. Godwin, but check out this D, though, at short. What an arm! Unbelievable play, number 35, Ashwin Suresh with the gun. I mean, that was a heck of a great defensive play by the Freeman Rebels. And then both pitchers kind of settled down. You saw Erickson with a strikeout there. Simpson Jr. goes down with a high fastball because Sam Landis had it working. Except for that one run he gave up early, he was shutting down Freeman. Godwin, though, later, 4th inning, Eagles in a 2-run game. What are they going to do? Bases full of Eagles. It's a gaggle of them. And number 4 is going to get the job done because, the catcher drops the ball at home looking for the force out. Noah Behringer hits it to the hole. Catcher can't hold on to it. Eagles would make them pay. That ball hit deep to right center all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes another. He'll score. It's a 2 RBI double for Bryce Safarwich, who can't miss anything right now. And all of a sudden, the Eagles have opened it up, just like in the deep run game a day later. That's a base hit. That'll work. Another run comes home, just like in the deep run game. The 4th inning was the bugaboo for their opponents. They really like hitting in the 4th, evidently. Later, new pitcher, same result. That ball hit deep to left, and it's going to work. Down the line, another run comes home to score as Matt Richmond drives home a run. And it was all Godwin all evening long. Eagles win it 12-1. They run rule Freeman. That's your final. How about some ladies lacrosse? The deep run Godwin edition. Eagles already up 5-2. Looking for more. There was no keeper in there. Somehow she gets back in net. Nice job by Megan LeBourne. But undeterred, she shoots, she scores. Just a few moments later, Stephanie Bunce fires, finds the back of the net. Eagles all of a sudden up by 4. They play 2 halves in ladies lacrosse, 4 quarters and guys. It's a 6-2 score. Wildcats would have answers with this girl. She's number 1 in all of Deep Run's hearts when it comes to lacrosse. She shoots, she scores. Elena Sorkin knocks that one home, and she's only a freshman. And she was big on this night. Sorkin draws the Cats within 3. Patience by Mills Godwin waiting to find that open pass, and she's going to connect even though she goes down to the turf. She shoots, she scores. Mary Jo Krongard finds it back in the net. Eagles back up 4. Here comes Elena Sorkin again. You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. Dipsy-doo, how are you around the net and in? The old-fashioned way. Wildcats drawing closer, back within 3 again. It's 7-4 the score. Wildcats then go on a little bit of a run here. Check it out, number 21. Double team, she doesn't care. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna score. She does. She shoots, she fires, she finds it back in the net. Hannah Powella, just one of the 2 Powella sisters, making a big impact. Then off the penalty. Firing, finding the back of the net. Wildcats, once down 4 goals. All of a sudden, only down by 1. Actually, that tied it up at 7. It would be 7-7 at the half. Second half, Stephanie Bunce says, I got this. Off the penalty, she shoots, she scores. Eagles back in front later. Another penalty, another goal, and a great result. This time it's Ann Riley Goldschmidt. She scores. Eagles on top once again, and again they have a 4-goal lead, 11-7 at that point. Back to Elena Sorkin time. Sorkin time! Grounder! knocks it home. Wildcats not going anywhere, but at the end of the day, it was senior night at Godwin. It was too much Eagles, or too many Eagles, I should say. Watch this pass and then the finish. Got it good. Annie Bartley puts it in the back of the net. Eagles win on senior night, 13-10 is your final. Senior night at Hermitage High School. The Panthers taking on the rivals down the road, Glen Allen. First half action. Oh, what a shot! He's in the open field. A good recovery on defense by number 15, Jason Hamont. And then Hermitage, more chances in the first. And this one, oh, just goes off the foot, wrong and wide. That shot is no good. Back and forth we go. Hermitage dominating the early chances. That one, oh, off the post. And then the ricochet somehow deep run. Somehow Glen Allen would clear it. Jags on the other side. Still first half. Nice pass. Setting it up for this. Save and a beauty. Glen Allen with a chance not to be. No score. 0-0 at the half. Second half, Glen Allen looking to change that. The inside pass, a great look. Not enough mustard on the shot, however, as Noah Clements can't corral that one. And then a deep boot from midfield, and watch this. Johnny on the spot, he shoots, he scores! Goal, steal, Ventre puts it in, and the Jags have a 1-0 lead with just 27 minutes and change to go in the game. But just a few moments later, Hermitage, oh, I don't know how that didn't go in. Hermitage sticking with it, the shot, oh, what a save and a beauty. But Panthers do get the corner, and on the corner, check it out, well executed. They go short, which means right side of the goal in this instance. But then watch the pass, and then the header. What an angle, he shoots, he scores! What a job by number 8, Alvin Lopez. The midfielder squares things up at 1 with just under 20 minutes to play. But Glen Allen, watch this. Not even a bounce. Picture perfect strike. What a goal! Tyler Moore. And Glen Allen wants to see more of that. Hermitage, one last chance in extra time. Panthers trailing 2-1. Here it comes down the right side of the pitch. Great looking pass. Can he beat the keeper? No. Will he have another chance? Yes. The defender saves the day. And Glen Allen spoils senior night for Hermitage. They win it 2-1, your final. Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.